Hello, it's Dragon Tank 1400, and this is All Grown Up Season 5, Episode 10 review. The name of the episode is Golden Boy. Now, what we have going on in this episode is Tommy and Dill are kind of competing for Grandpa Lou's being first, being the number one grandchild. And basically, like, it all starts with Tommy not really being able to go to the opening day baseball game because of his almost girlfriend Rachel, which I don't know. This episode says it's last, but like in continuity, this is obviously before like all broke up and everything. Now that being aside, like Grandpa Lou just thought that Tommy was getting too old to really hang out with his grandfather. However, Tommy like kind of got jealous of Grandpa Lou spending time with Dill, and kind of Tommy and Dill like fight pretty much, and Dill does a really good job. He's able to talk to fish and talk to leeches, and he's able to build this amazing tent. However, like Tommy and Dill like fighting and everything, and Grandpa Lou like fakes an illness to get them to stop fighting, and it turns out that he doesn't really have a favorite grandchild. He loves all the children equally. Now, the side plot is focused around Stu and Drew, which are two characters that don't get much development throughout the whole show. Drew gets like one of the least out of like any other like recurring character. So it's really good to see them. And basically, they have an old car that they didn't know, but it was driven by Elvis. So it's actually worth a lot of money, but they didn't know that. And Grandpa Lou like deciding like which one to give it to them, and they're like keep giving it back because they don't want it because they think it's a piece of junk. So they end up destroying it, and so it's just like a pretty funny scene. I kind of like the side plot. We don't really get much character development from Stu or Drew, but it's the scene that like brotherly bond between those two is something we don't really get to see a lot of. I don't think we've got to see it at all throughout the whole show. I wish they would have developed those two characters better. However, this is like at least something. For character development, we get to see like Tommy end up being like bad at stuff, and something that he really struggles with is kind of like jealousy with Dill being like the favorite grandchild. So we got to see a little bit of Tommy's like kind of his downside, some of his weaknesses, and we got to see some of Dill's strengths as he like succeeds in like anything he did on the fishing trip that they went on. So it was kind of good to see that. But other than that, there wasn't like huge character development. We do get to see Grandpa Lou like pretend to be sick, and it turns out from Stu and Drew that Grandpa Lou like has done this before, and he even like knows the doctor, and the doctor knew he was up to something. So it was really good like to see a little bit more character development from Grandpa Lou. As for Stu and Drew in the episode, I mean, we get to see a little bit of their brotherly rivalry too, and with the car and everything. So it was just a fun episode overall. Not too much like character development, and in my opinion, not really a good way to end the series, because this is the last episode of the whole series. Like, according to like the Wikipedia page, like this is the last episode, and it wasn't really like a lot of the characters weren't in it. They were like in the last episode, kind of would have been a little bit better. However, it was like, I mean, how do you end a show like All Grown Up? It's just one of those shows that it's like every episode has its like own plot, and sometimes like characters reference back to other characters, but in this show, like, it's not like they don't have really like season or series long plots. It's just, I mean, how do you end a show like that? There's not really a decent way, and it kind of felt like this was, I don't know, it wasn't like a satisfying ending of an episode. I mean, of a series. Anyway, so kind of the moral from a Christian standpoint is, well, I don't know. There really isn't really too much of a moral in this episode, other than like don't really argue with your siblings. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna give the episode an 8 out of 10. Not really the best. It didn't really like do a lot for the whole series, and not really a good way to end it either. So an 8 out of 10. I mean, it's funny, but it wasn't really like a good ending. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. There won't be a next All Grown Up because obviously I'm done with the series. However, I am going to do like a character development. Maybe character, not really a character profile, really like my thoughts on like each one of the characters. And I'm kind of continuing with that because that's what I actually enjoy most about about doing this, is like talking about the different characters and really their how they relate to others, how they develop the characters throughout the whole show. So I think I'm going to be doing that for like a lot of different series instead of doing these episode reviews. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the next video. Bye.